Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com, and today we are doing another live paper crafting class. This one is geared towards anyone and everyone. Super easy cards to make with some of the new products that are coming out in the 2019 through 20 annual catalog that a lot of us demonstrators that went to this convention slash on stage event this past weekend have in our hands now, and other demonstrators can see online. So anyways, I'm a little distracted. I had, never mind. It's just the graphics when you have to touch them. My arm always gets in the way and it's so distracting to me. I have to figure out a better way to set up my cameras. Anyways, I'm glad that you are here with me. Hey, there's Deborah and Vicky and Faith. Hi, you guys. Awesome. Oh, yes, and Yara and I say it Yara? I'm trying to remember. Anyways, thanks for joining. I'm so excited. I have so much fun stuff to share. So I'm going to make sure that I have my fun little tricks here in my camera ready to set up. I have, I have some awesome cards to share. So before we get started, I want to let you know that we are live on Wednesday, April 17th at 11 a.m. Central Time. And I'm broadcasting from Facebook, so if you're watching this on YouTube at a later time, just know that it's not live, it's pre-recorded, but please comment anyways. I love it when you comment. I don't always catch the comments when they're coming through live, but I love reading them afterwards, and if you do ask a question, I can certainly try to answer it afterwards if I don't catch it live. Hi Karen Cobb, how are you? And there's Deb Till. Hey you guys, awesome. We have lots of people joining. I have more than just simple cards to share too. And some of you may have seen peeks of products already, especially if you're demonstrators and or you're just crazy in love with Stampin' Up! Stuff like us demonstrators are, because there's been a lot of postings out there in the last 24 hours. I waited because I wanted to make sure that I was sharing with my team first. And so today I'm going to share a bunch of that stuff with you. So those of you that didn't get to see some of the new stuff yet, you are in for a wonderful, wonderful surprise ahead. But I'm going to start with the card, okay? Hi Kim, how are you? There's Shannon again. Hi Joyce, awesome. And Sandy's with us from Wisconsin. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's so fun to have my friends with me again. Hi Cheryl, how are you? All right, let me make sure that I'm telling everything correctly before we get started. We're going to have prizes. Of course, we do prizes each time. And so if you want a chance at winning one of the prizes, and they're fun stuff, then you'll just want to make sure that you are commenting at least one time during the broadcast. If you share this broadcast, you can comment that you shared it, and that gets you entered into the prize drawing as well. And I love it when you share, because that means more people out there can see what I've shown, and hopefully they can gain some fun ideas from what I've shared. If you are new, I would love it if you would tell me if you're new. So I would, if you've never watched my broadcast before, let's say you're one of my friends or family members from my personal Facebook page, please tell me that you're here watching. I would be so happy to know that, that you're with me. And also, if I don't answer a question or comment at the end, could you make sure that you are posting that so I can catch it? Hi Tanya, awesome. Tanya from Canada, yay. And Jean is with us, awesome, thank you so much. Okay, so the prizes I will draw at the end, and I'm going to draw one winner from the broadcast for today, and then next week, the following week, I'll draw another winner. So you have a whole week to watch this. That means that last week, when I broadcasted, we will draw a winner from that one. If you do not live in the US, the prize of a product can't be sent to you if you're a winner, but I will certainly send you a card, probably one of the ones that I make, okay? So, hey, Jackie from Texas, how are you? There's LaDon again, awesome. I am so glad that you're all with me. Okay, I think that I've covered everything to make sure that you know what we're doing. I'm using the Magnolia Lane Suite for the cards today. So let's go over to the computer so that you can see the supplies. Here we go. So, not a lot of supplies today, you guys. In fact, here, let's just enlarge it. There we go. So you can see that there's no measurements, no cutting. We don't need the trimmer today. Again, this is stuff that anybody can do, beginner, casual, or avid crafters. So we're using a new set that won't be available until June 4th, except if you're a demonstrator. You can get it now if, not right now, but May 2nd, if you're a demonstrator. This one will probably be on the pre-order list again. It was a pre-order item for us up through yesterday. Magnolia, Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, the Memories and More card pack that goes with it, and then the Memories and More cards and envelopes. So I'll show you what those are in just a second. I'm also going to be bringing in the assorted Memories and More cards and envelopes from the annual catalog, which is a current product. The rest of this is all current. Early Espresso ink, clear blocks to use with your stamps. You have to put your stamps on something. Those of you that haven't stamped before, you put the rubber onto a block, and then you have something firm to hold onto it with. And then we'll be using a paper snips, which is a scissors. I have mine designated for ribbon and another one designated for paper. The ribbon, if you keep one that's just for ribbon, it stays nice and sharp for when you're cutting ribbons and twine and fabric and that sort of thing. It's at the top of my list too, Karen. I totally agree with you. Hey, Roberta's with us. Hi. Awesome. Bone folder, snail adhesive, dimensionals, and then I have listed here the Stamp and Mist and Scrub, and that's for cleaning your stamps. My favorite way to clean stamps. Okay, I'm going to set the computer aside. We're going to move to the desktop, make sure that we've got that screen set up. All right, here we go. Oh, you guys, this is the new catalog. I can't show you the inside yet, but you can at least see the beautiful cover, and you can see that there's some really fun goodies in store for us coming up. So if you have not seen it before, ooh and ah right now, take a screenshot if you need to, or come back and visit my blog. I have images on my blog, or my website /blog, and I'll give you here, we'll just put that up right now. There you go, stampyourartout.com. Okay, so let's bring in that beautiful stamp set. It is in 2 boxes because there's so many images. This is the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. Here, let me get this out of the way again. There we go. So you can see it's got some gorgeous images. I think what I'm going to do really quick here, everyone, is I'm going to make my face a little bit smaller. There we go. There we go. Okay. There. So you can see lots of beautiful sentiments and images, and just beautiful stuff. You can color it in with blends. You could stamp and emboss it, watercolor it. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we have, let me show you this first. These are some new cards that are already pre-cut and scored. So you can see they've got kind of an earthy, not crumb cake, but craft color to them. A fun little silver lining on the front, and on the inside it's just blank, and then you can decorate it. And it is made to go with this card pack that I'm going to show you. But first of all, let me show you how these envelopes work with the kit. So here you have these beautiful silver lined envelopes too. There's silver lining on the front and on the back. And then these are inserts for the envelopes. Oh, hey, I have to show you something really quick. My dad, I love him. He's the one that did my craft room. He's resurfacing my table. Is it not pretty or what? I'm so excited. So I don't have to use my my cardboard or my foam board anymore. Okay, so these are the linings that go inside the envelope. And what you'll want to do is stick them in like this, position them where you want, pull them up just slightly, and that's so that they have a little bit of room in there to move. And then you take some adhesive. And again, if you're a beginning crafter, Elmer's glue sticks, those work. I'm using something called snail adhesive. It's easy. It's a wonderful staple to keep in your house, even if you decide not to do anything else with crafting, because it's a super easy tape to just push down, pull, and lift, and you've got quick double-sided tape. Now you let that go, so you only put tape on the top. That way, when you fold this down, this flap, this has a little bit of room to move on the inside, because your paper, this lining here, is sliding just maybe like a 1/16 of an inch. That's why we pulled it up slightly. And nobody's peeking inside the envelope to make sure it's all the way down to the bottom anyways. So yes, pull it up just slightly, tape it at the top, and then you've got it set, and it's still very flexible. So that's how you put together those envelopes if you want the lining. If you don't want the lining, you can leave the envelopes as is, and you could cut this up and use it for designer paper because it's so pretty by itself. So that's that. The next thing that I want to share with you is this new product. It is the Memories and More pack for the Magnolia Suite. And when I say suite, that refers to the fact that all these products coordinate together, so they're shown in the catalog, all kind of in the same spot. So if you love a certain suite, you can just purchase the suite with one order number in this next catalog. It's a really nice, awesome thing that they've just added. Okay, so this isn't all the cards, because I've actually used up quite a few of them to make some of my card samples already. But let me just kind of breeze through so I can show you what you get. Oh, look at that already. Oops, upside down. Hang on. Hi, Jean Maxwell. Hey, Dawn, how are you? It is gorgeous, isn't it? So you can see you and me. Oh, has words on it too. You are loved. Really pretty designs that can be used for cards, Memories and More, which is made for scrapbooking as well. And you'll see that at the end. So just really beautiful images. And they're already pre-printed cards ready to go. These are 3 inches by 4 inches. Seriously unbelievable. I know, right? I agree, Dawn. And these, oops, I have the vellum on the top, so let me show you that first. So there's a bunch of vellum sheets. Oops, I think I have more in here too. There's about 6 of them in there, but you can see different designs for vellum. And here's another sheet of that. Really pretty, right? And then here are some more. These are the 4 by 6 inch pieces. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Michelle. All right, and then we also have, besides the cards, and again, there's more than I'm showing you because I used some, but these are little sticker sheets, and they're cardstock quality stickers. Oops, I think, do I have a couple of them stuck together? Oh, maybe I have another one over there somewhere. I think I do. So there's actually 4 sheets, 2 of each of these designs. You can see I've already used some stickers from them, and yeah, they're just cardstock quality, so they're not like shiny stickers. They actually look like cardstock that has been stamped on when you put it down. So you can really spruce up your projects with it. Let's move this out of the way. Now that you've had a peek at all of that, I'm going to show you a card. Okay, so let me pull out one of the card bases. I don't think, do I need to zoom in a bit? Let me see. I'll zoom in just a tad. Okay, so this card I'm going to fold in half. And the reason why I listed a bone folder is because that just helps give your cards a nice crease to them. You can also do like curling of flower petals that have been cut out and stuff. A bone folder is a really nice basic tool to have, but it's not necessary. Now that we have that done, I'm going to have this on the front, and I'm going to have this on the front right here, and I'm going to have this on the inside of my card. So I've just pulled a couple cards from the Memories and More card pack, but first I want to stamp them. So I'm going to pull out my ink, and this isn't a requirement because there's lots of cards that already have sentiments printed on them. So all you have to do is open your ink pad, and you can do it 2 different ways. You can lift it up here like you're lifting up, I think they call them a compact. It's those little mirrors and blush things. Or you can push here and it will loosen the front. And then you slide it into the base. The reason why our ink pads are created this way, for those of you again that are beginners, is the ink is stored upside down so that the ink stays nice and fresh on the surface of the ink pad. Okay, so we can just put that right there, and we can grab our stamps from the kit. If you see in here, you have labels you can put on them. I didn't do that yet because I like to stamp right away. But yeah, you just take and punch out your little stamp that you want to use, and you peel off the backing here, and then you can add your label. I have that shown in other videos, but there's the stamp, and it's clingy. It's ready to go. It clings right to your clear block. So let me put this away. I make a mess. All right, so what I've done is I've already put on my sentiment image here, and I always do it at a slight angle. I do not want to rely on the lines on my block, the edges of my block, for putting things on straight. I want to rely on the stamp itself. And these stamps, luckily, you can see they have a nice straight line either on the top or the bottom of the image, so that helps me when I'm positioning them. So now I'm going to go ahead and just ink up my stamp by pouncing up and down real lightly. This is a firm foam pad, it's called, so you're going to have a little squishiness to it when you use it. You don't want to push, you want to just tap. And we'll put this on the front of the card. So you always look on the bottom to make sure it's positioned the right way. And then we'll stamp it down right in the middle. Beautiful, right? It looks like it was printed at a store, and you did it. You did it. So now we're gonna go ahead and ink this one up the same way. Because our stamp is a little bit larger, you can see that I'm moving kind of back and forth on the stamp pad to make sure that there's ink covering the whole surface. Again, you can look on the bottom to make sure it's correct and you've got ink everywhere. And then I'm going to lean in just a little tad here. And then just go ahead and stamp it down. Press, don't rock, and lift. And now you've got the finished part on the inside. Now let me bring in the cleaner really quick so you can see how that works. Warning, the cleaner is black, so I'm going to put something on top of it, maybe a couple things so that it doesn't blow us out of the water and make everything on the screen just go wah, because you'll see. Okay, oh, it's not doing it now. That's awesome. As long as I keep something on here, it's not going to be too bad. So here is the Stampin' Mist cleaner. I have an older bottle, as you can see. We just squirt some on one side, and then we use this side for drying. So we just go like this and scrub back and forth, and then we dry on this side, and your stamp is ready to put away. You just peel it off and stick it back into your container. Okay? Oh, thanks, Sylvia. All right, so now we're going to set that aside because we don't need that anymore. And we're going to bring in our snail adhesive. Our snail adhesive is one of my favorites because it's quick and easy to use. And you already saw me demonstrating it. I'm going to also bring in the paper snips. And I think, oh, let me bring in the dimensionals. I think we've covered everything that was on the supply list. So I make sure I use them all in front of you. So now that we've got these done, we're going to go ahead and add this to the inside using our snail adhesive. You just put a little bit on each corner. That's all you need. Now, if you like to invest in snail adhesive, I don't know, you just like to spend money, go ahead and put it all over the back, but you really don't need that much. Okay, so now we can take and open this up, stick it on the inside, using the edges to help line it all up. You just press it down. The bone folder is also a tool that you can put a little pressure on the areas where you have adhesive. That's called burnishing. So that just kind of reinforces, especially in humid areas like Minnesota. And it's raining outside right now. So if it was warm, this might not stick as well unless I burnished it. So anyways, that's a good thing to do for those of you that live in Florida, Minnesota, anywhere where there's lots of water. Seattle. All right, so now this piece I'm going to put on with dimensionals. And I could put it on with dimensionals just like that, and it's going to look stunning. But I want to add one more thing before, and that is some ribbon from our Magnolia Lane ribbon combo pack. We actually get two types of ribbon in here. One of them, though, is a twine. So that's the one I'm going to pull out now. We're going to save this one for another sample that I'm going to show you really quickly. So let's go ahead and pull this out. And this is a quick way to embellish a card. You just take your ribbon, have a little bit sticking out at one side, and hold that, and then wrap. And I'm just going to wrap it twice, and I'm going to kind of wrap it so it's crossed over. Actually, I'm wrapping it 3 times, aren't I? I'm wrapping it so it's crossed over itself. Ooh, did you hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's thunder outside. Kind of cool. We just had snow just a few days ago, and now it's raining and thundering. We get all kinds of weather here in Minnesota. All right, so now I'm just tying this in a knot. So you can just take and, oh, you know what, with twine, I like to do a knot first and then a bow. So I'm going to hold it with my ring finger like that, and then I can take and use the rest of my fingers on my hands to tie the rest of the knot. As long as that ring finger stays still, I don't have to worry about having an extra partner in the room with me helping me tie this. So now I've got, my hands are free to tie my bow. With twine, it's just so much smaller that it's easier to just tie it in a knot. So if you do not like to tie bows because you need that extra help, you know, it's hard to hold the center down when you're tying the actual bow, invest in a bunch of twine because you can tie the knot first. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and clip that end off. And now all we need to do is add dimensionals to the back. These are foam adhesive hexagons. It's just, they're shaped that way because you can get more out of one sheet instead of having all circles. You know, sometimes you can buy these kinds of things in the store, but it's little circle dots within like a background, and then you feel like you've wasted a bunch of it. So the reason why they've made them into this shape is because they're all connected. Is that like a tessellation? Is that a math word that I can shoot out there? I think I'm right. I don't know. Anyways, oops, don't stick to my table. Then we just put this right on the front, centered within the silver lines, and you have an instant, beautiful card to send to somebody. If you put the message in the middle, you don't have to write as much. Or you could leave it blank and write your own long letter of what you wanted to say to somebody. So twine is your favorite, Mackenzie? I love it. Thank you, Chris. Tell me more, Kathy. She said she loves thunderstorms. It reminds her of her dad. And I'm not sure why, but okay, so let's go ahead and share some more card samples. So here, beautiful, right? Just to put right in there and send to someone. Instant card, beginners, you're gonna love it. This is one more that I wanna show you really quickly. So these are our smaller cards from our Memories and More basic assortment. That's current product. You can get it in our online store or catalog right now if you are, hey, look at that. I used my graphic. If you're shopping for product today, you can get it that way. But super cute and small cards. These are the 3x4, or the ones that hold 3x4 cards from our Memories and More pack. So I'm gonna pull in these two from that pack, and we'll just flip them over, add our adhesive. This is super easy, you guys. Oh, I was gonna tie something on this one, so hang on. Don't stick it down yet. This one's gonna go on the inside, and the other one, before we stick it down, is going to receive some ribbon on the outside. And I think I can do this. I think I can do it even though I put adhesive on. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball measure by just wrapping it around, making sure I have about 3 inches on each end. So that's the other ribbon that's in the pack. It's kind of like a linen ribbon. And now I'm gonna take and just keep this behind here as I put this on my card. And I'm just gonna kind of secure it right there so I can shift and move it, because I already put adhesive down. Silly me. I like to have things off center. So when I put this on, I'm going to have it kind of off to the right and tie it in a knot. And you can see that that ring finger is working hard again. All I'm doing is just holding down where the ribbon kind of is nice and snug, and then the rest of my fingers. So you train your fingers to do that, and you can get your ribbon tying down a little bit easier. So now we've got that piece done, and we can secure the rest of it. Snip, snip. Always snip at an angle. It just kind of gives it more of an attractive look than a blunt end like that. So that's another tip for anybody who's beginning. Super easy card to make. Super simple, thank you. All right, let me show you other samples here. So I'm gonna bring in the cards. This one here, really easy. Just taped one piece on the front with the snail, taped one piece on the inside with the snail. Easy, right? Nothing hard about that card at all. This one, all I did was I took one of the stickers in the kit and I popped it up with dimensionals, so I stuck it on there with that foam tape. And on the inside, I need to burnish that. And on the inside, I have another one of those stickers that says congratulations. So a really pretty, easy wedding card to make. Okay. And then this one here, I added some sequins. And the sequins that are from and mine are used up, but I'll show them to you anyways. The basic back adhesive sequins, these match the colors of this kit so well. That's the ones you'll want to get for this. So really beautiful colors. And on the inside, oh, look what I did there. Did you catch that, you guys? I have the silver on the inside of the card now instead of on the outside. So you can change it up just by refolding your card the other way. That was a pre-printed one, by the way. That's not stamped. None of the rest of these are stamped. The only one I stamped is the first one I shared, okay? The rest of these are pre-printed cards that come in this kit. Here we're using the vellum. You can see it's see-through. So I put vellum first, and then I stuck this down with dimensionals on top of it. And you'll want to make sure that your adhesive on your vellum is just in the center of the card. I embellished it with some rhinestones because, again, there's silver on the inside of the card. So I wanted that to kind of carry through on the outside. So really pretty birthday card. And then, so those are my rhinestones. Gotta love rhinestones. And then the last one, for someone who owns a die cutting machine, this one says you and me. And on the inside, it says together is the best place to be. I added some stickers. This here was cut out by using a die cutting machine and one of our dies. And this is the puzzle piece one. But when you cut it out, the negative space just makes the perfect little heart. So awesome, right? I'll have pictures of these on my blog at stampyourartout.com on, is it Saturday that I plan to do it? I think Saturday. So in the meantime, let's see what else. Oh, one more. Memories and More is pocket page scrapbooking for many of us. So here would be the pocket pages that you can get in our store. And you can just pretend like these pink spots are photos. So you can take and journal on some of these cards. You can make a nice wedding layout. You know, it's beautiful what you can make with this stuff. So real simple scrapbooking. I did my personal wedding scrapbook with pocket page type stuff, and it went together so quickly. So I will tell you that is the best way to go. I'm going to zoom out just a tad because now we are going to share some big, huge products here. Okay, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. The rest of the stuff that is in this suite is beautiful paper, these fun cork embellishments, flowers, leaves, and kind of like a little tag, so you can see. Really fun stuff. You can just glue them right on with like glue dots or liquid glue. And then we have dies that go with the stamp set. So if we open this up, you can see, if we compare, here's the stamp set, and here is, for example, pull this one off here. They're stuck on with tape, double-sided tape, but look at this. So if you have a die cutting machine, you can take and stamp these images, cut them out, and pop them up on your page. There's lots of different dies in this set. There's a flower that you can build up, and you can see that there's an outline for it for bigger pieces. There's leaves that, it's gorgeous. So anyways, you can get that with this suite, and here's the paper. The paper. Some other product that is new, by the way, is stuff that I shared yesterday, and I went to YouTube and I did a YouTube live. It was successful this time. My first YouTube live was unsuccessful. So I just want to let you know that you can head on over to YouTube and check it out. I did put a link on my Facebook page so you could all see it. But anyways, it's sharing the new in colors that will be coming out. So I won't spend too much time on the in colors after I share these papers. So here are the papers. Here, let's go like that so you can see kind of the difference between all of them really well. Oh, maybe not. Well, anyways. And then here on the other side is more beautiful prints from that paper. Just gorgeous. gorgeous stuff. Petal pink, mossy meadow, basic black, early espresso. I'm sure I'm missing a color in there somewhere, but gorgeous, gorgeous colors. These are the in colors that you can get in the new catalog or in early May if you're a demonstrator. And by the way, anybody who wants to order earlier, just get the starter kit and then you get to order as early as us, right? So these are the new in colors. They're very soft. Someone used the word muted yesterday. I love that. I call them dusty because they kind of have a very soft, I don't know, just as if they're kind of powdery color to them. So very pretty colors. Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, Purple Posy, Terracotta Tile, and Pretty Peacock. All right, so at this point, what I think I'm going to do, because we're going into a little bit longer here, I'm going to pull out the prizes. Hang on, oh, my arm's getting in there again. I'm going to pull out the prizes. There we go. So hang on, they're back here somewhere. Down below, up high. Oh, they're behind me. Here they are. So I have 2 packs unopened of current Memories and More card packs. Okay, and one of them is the tea room one. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And the other one is called Big Plans. They are in the current online store. These are going to be the prizes that I draw for today. And just know that if you have to leave now, because I'm going to show lots of new product from this point on, that is the choice. So if I message you later, let me know which one you'd like to get. But yes, I'll draw at the end because we still have more people that are going to hang out with us and comment. Here we go. Next stuff. From our Mosaic Mood Suite, I have quite a few things to share. I have, oh, got to get back on the table here. Here we go. All right, there we go. So from the Mosaic Mood Suite, I don't have the stamp set that goes with it because I can't buy it all. But I did get these gorgeous, gorgeous looking gem, oh gosh, faceted gems. They're called flower faceted gems. Gorgeous. And they just stick on. They're adhesive, right? I think they are. Yes, they are. They're adhesive. You just stick them right on. Put them on your ears, and you can, if you don't have pierced ears, you can look like you do. A punch that goes with that suite, but it goes with lots of other stamp sets, including one of the wonderful host stamp sets that are coming into play. This ribbon, it's got a nice sheen or shine to it. It's the mint macaron textile ribbon, it's called. Really pretty ribbon in that mint color. And here's the paper. Now the paper was given to us at On Stage as an all attendee gift, and you can see that there's a shine to the design on one side. I have already seen so many gorgeous cards that people have created with this and shared already. You'll want to go and Google the name of this paper. I'll get it to you in just a minute, but isn't that gorgeous? So really pretty stuff. The name of this paper is called Mosaic Mood. Okay, so Google it and you'll be able to see lots of pretty ideas of what people have done with this. My pile is just going to get really huge over here. We're just going to stack things up. Okay, next I have for you, you can kind of see it all behind my desk here, right? You can see it behind me. Okay, fun stuff here. This little box was sitting on every table at On Stage, and it has Stampin' Up! On it, and we're all like, oh my gosh, those are so cute. And sure enough, they're in the catalog. So if you are a Stampin' Up-aholic like I am, you can purchase Stampin' Up! Little gift boxes. There is a way too, if you wanted to just put, you know, some kind of design over the front, you can cover it up. So if you just like the size of the box, you don't have to have it say Stampin' Up! But super cute. And then there's washi tape to go with those boxes. Just fun little, it looks like the box has been sealed with Stampin' Up! Tape. And a couple other designs that match the designer papers. Let me show you the designer paper that goes with the suite that I'm sharing now. And this suite is called, oh, I had to lick my finger, sorry. This suite is called Follow Your Art Suite. So obviously Rachel had to get it, right? Follow your art, stamp your art out. I agree with you, Michael. The prints on the mosaic are gorgeous. Here is the paper for us crafty people that want to craft with crafty looking designs. So really fun stuff. And you can see in the images that there's blends markers in there, there's re-inkers, there's Stampin' Spots, there's watercolor pencils, Stampin' Write markers, a lot of things that look just like the products that we carry. There's rhinestones in there, very fun stuff. So that is that paper, and then the stamp set that goes with it. Ta-da! Stamp your art out. I'm so excited. So it says, follow your art. You paint my world with happiness. I just love it. You make my world you make everything sparkle. Let's stay up late and craft. Fun images that you can also die cut with these dies. So here are the dies. You can see there's fun ribbon or edges and stuff. It was suggested by one of the demonstrators who demonstrated in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm watching the video right now. That if you die cut this, you can see that the leftovers make kind of a wave look. How fun would that be? You could make a fun card from the beach or ocean or a lake. So yeah, lots of fun dies. These are embossing dies too, so the buttons not only cut out, but they make little impressions in there. So you have embossed buttons. Isn't that awesome? Okay, next we have, oh, one more thing to show you. These are cards, I've already shared these on my blog, but these are some cards that I made with the supplies that were given to us at On Stage to do this make and take, and I took them home because I didn't finish them all, and I just changed them up and made them a little different. So there's that. Okay, let's move this. That's what I got for that suite. My desk is going, everything's gonna fall over. I wish you could see off to the side here, it's hilarious. Okay, next pile. All right, so this suite is called the Come Sail Away, and I described this suite as both handsome and beautiful. You thought of me, Deborah? Thank you. She said she thought of me when she saw that set on stage. Well, my whole table knew that that was one that I'd want, because when you're done doing the make and takes, you get to divvy out who gets what at the table from all the make and take supplies. Love Stampin' Up! So they saved that set for me to take home, so I didn't have to buy it. How nice is that? Sailing Home. It's beautiful, it's handsome, it could be made for anybody really. It's just got gorgeous images in it. The fonts, 2 different styles within one sentiment, very artistic, fun to punch out, I'll tell you. Very pretty. I love the birds. The birds alone are great for a stamp set, right? And then we have dies to match them. So if you're looking for a bundle that would be very fun to use, this would be it. You can see that there's a wheel for steering a ship. There's some underground plants, rope, and then you have the ones that cut out some of the images. Here it looks like a compass dial. Oh yeah, because there's a compass image, so you might as well put a compass dial in there. This looks like a pizza, but it's actually one of the ships, one of the sailboats. A knotted rope there. Yeah, and then of course a little banner. Cute stuff. Very cute. And then here is some twine that is in Sahara Sand and Night of Navy. Masculine tones, very fun for this nautical look. And then inside there are these cute mini silver wheels and anchors that you can use for embellishing your cards, pages, 3D projects, gifts, ears. All right, and then the paper. Here is the paper. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'll fan it out like this and then we'll flip it over. So you can see lots of beautiful images in here. Sailboats and maps, compasses. I don't know, is that algae? No, I don't know what they call it. Anyways, fun stuff on that side. And then if you flip it over, you have more mellow looking tone. Like these 4 here could be totally used for something other than sailing type themed pages or cards, right? Because they just have stripes on them. So I love that I got this bundle. I'm very happy. Okay, the next one. I hope you're still with me. The next one is another one of my favorites, and I think it's because I'm a fan of Monet, the artist Monet. In fact, I don't know, I probably could have married him if I lived back in that day. I love impressionistic art. But let's start with the stamp set. So the stamp set, bundled with this punch, can make all kinds of fun stuff. You can see where the punch works right here. And I haven't tested it yet. I should have last night after I suggested the idea to my group, my Stampers with Art group. But I believe that this also would coordinate with our leaf punch. How fun is that? Yeah, yes, necklace or earrings, Karen, I agree. And so lots of pretty flowers. Now these flowers have centers that you can either stamp. Here's like the images for stamping, but you can also get these dead fuzzy looking caterpillars with adhesive on the back. They're not caterpillars. They look like it though. That's what we said at our group. They are just fuzzy little floral centers that are stickable. So, and they look great on a flower. By themselves, they look kind of scary, but on the flower centers, they look gorgeous. So here's one more thing that's in that suite, the ribbon. Beautiful sheer ribbon that is in petal pink, a nice, beautiful, soft pink. And I love how it's wide, but yet it's thin, so it's easy to tie on your cards, and then you can mail your cards because it squishes down really flat. There is vellum with this kit, and the vellum comes in 3 colors, and you get several sheets of it. You get So Saffron, Petal Pink, and I believe that's Old Olive. And vellum, if you recall, is see-through, so you can, it's got a sheer look to it. So very fun to work with. And then here are the papers. Okay, you ready? I feel like I'm in a museum in France. I mean, seriously, you could just take and hang this on the wall. You would have your whole living room designed with impressionistic paintings if you just put these in frames. It's gorgeous. In fact, I might do that. I love it. Oh my gosh, Lou, that is a great idea. I just peeked up and saw your comment. Monsters. I could totally use those for monsters. Like that. Thank you. So here's one side and there's the other. So you get kind of a mellow image on the other side. Look at this one. Beautiful. And the flip side is my favorite color. I love this paper. I could just I don't know, hang on to it all day long and never let it go. It's just beautiful, beautiful. Now there are little tiny flowers spread out throughout here. Can you see that? But from far away, it looks like the Northern Lights. It's just gorgeous paper. I just love it. Love, love, love. Here's more. And on the back side, my eyes open. I just love this stuff. Here's another one. Blackberry Bliss, beautiful color. And on the flip side, we have some beautiful pinkish and yellowish flowers. And this last one, I mean, doesn't this just make you want to jump through a field? Hop and leap and skip. And then beautiful green foliage on the other side. So, yeah, I'm buying a lot of this. I'll be using a lot of this paper. It's just very fun stuff. Okay, next one. We're going to have to put it back here. I'm running out of room. Okay, the next one. Oh, I forgot to show you samples from that one. So this is what we were supposed to make with it, which is fine. But I separated my pink flowers from my purple, and I punched this out before I put together this next card so that I could have an extra card made from it. So now let me show you this suite that has the bird in it. Oh, and the last suite was called Perennial Essence. So this next suite is called Bird Ballad, and Free as a Bird stamp set is included in that. Is that your favorite so far, Sylvia? Mine too. Yeah, I love it. So this one, Free as a Bird, has some beautiful bird images that have shading on them, so the flowers and the leaves. So it makes it easy for you to color in. That's where the darker parts of the coloring will go, and the lighter part will go where there's not so much shading, right? Some fun words, there's sentiments in there. Hello, thank you. The world needs more of you. How sweet is that? So nice stamps. And now the great thing about that, again, is that it will be bundled. If you would like to get the bundle, you can get these frames. And these frames are called stitched nested labels. There's lots of samples inside the catalog, which I can't show you yet unless you come to my house. But once you see it, you'll be able to see how lovely they have used these layering frames. So something other than rectangles, circles, ovals, you've got these lovely frames now that you can do layering with. And they're stitched on both sides. So when you cut, the cut piece has a stitching on it and the part that's left over has a stitching on it. I know, right? Okay, then the paper. So the paper looks like the stamp images that have been printed on white paper and colored in with our blends markers. In fact, that's what the artist did when they decorated this paper up. So she went in and she actually colored with the real Stampin' Blends markers so that when we do it, our images would match the paper behind it. So here's one side of the first one, and then you can see a nice soft design on the back. Here's another one. And you could fussy cut these birds out. A lot of samples in the catalog are showing that, where they're just cutting around each bird and using them. I mean, you wouldn't have to get anything else but the paper, some scissors, and just start cutting away, right? Here we go. There's some nice flowers, flower bunches, and these tiny little keys I'm going to show you in just a second. The keys are elsewhere. They're so fun. These are nice little feathers, love, love, love. And then little bird cages on the back side. And then we have the beautiful pink and light blue flower look there. Just super simple. I could see this being used as like a card for a baby because it's sweet and it doesn't designate, you know, pink or blue. It uses both. So if you don't know the sex of the baby yet, that would make a nice baby card background. And then we have this beautiful one, which is the one that we used in our make and takes. And you'll see, oh yeah, little tiny bird feet. Cute, right? Super cute. Great for Easter. Great for Easter. So let me show you the trinkets, and then I'll show you the card that we got to make. So these are the little trinkets. And there's the key. Oh, can you see it? Little tiny keys, little tiny branches, and little tiny flowers in kind of an antique gold. Here. I hope we're back, everyone. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to continue on. Hopefully I can splice these two together for when I post this on my blog. But look at these beautiful little keys. Oh my goodness, there's another one in here that I didn't notice before. It's a little, like a knot or a bow tied with ribbon. Oops, we already showed that one. And then we have flowers. So look at those fun little trinkets. They're called the Bird Ballad Trinkets. I'm back, and I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm going to blame it this time on the storm. There's a storm outside, so it could have done something. Hi, Betty. You're having bad weather too, I bet, huh? That's what you just said? Okay, so I don't know. That's what I'm going to blame it on. But look at those fun little trinkets. A couple of them you can just kind of put on with glue dots. Others, if you want to, you can tie them on with twine. Super cute stuff. I hope I didn't miss out showing you guys the last of the paper. Hopefully you saw that. This is another thing. Oh, I was going to show you the card. Rachel, show the card. Okay, hang on. I think it's back. Oh yeah, it's still back there. Hang on, I'm going to go grab the card. So this is the one we were supposed to make, and that's the one I made. I'm so proud of myself. I copied it exactly, but I did, as Amanda Martin in my group who was sitting at the table with me said, punch this out first, and that's how I got that extra fun little accent on that card. So there's that. What else comes in this kit? Some beautiful lace trim, very vanilla, what's it called? Very vanilla scallop lace trim. Beautiful and delicate. Cards are the last part of this suite. They're called Bird Ballad laser cut cards, and they come in this really pretty tin. These are full-size cards with a scallop little flap on them, and then the cards themselves have this laser cut design in them. So they're see-through, but that's okay. You could put a beautiful colored paper behind there. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. What about this paper? I have to show you if I can find it. Oh no, it's way back in my stack. Oh yeah, it's gone now. I don't know where it is on my table. You know, the one that had the impressionistic stuff? It's somewhere. Oh, it's behind me. Hang on. This is gonna look gorgeous. I gotta show you. Where'd it go? Oh, where's that green? Obviously unplanned. Look at this. Ooh, how pretty would that be going through? So yeah, you could add a layer on the inside of your card. Okay, sorry. I'm so excited about that green, I guess. So very pretty stuff. Okay, next. Next and last, and then we'll draw for a prize. So this last pile here includes the upcoming May Paper Pumpkin Kit card, one of 4 designs. Sneak peek, we got to make it. It's note card size. This kit is going to include 12 cards, again, 4 different designs, 3 of each, and I made mine as is. And I also was lucky enough to nab that stamp set, so I can do some fun playing around with that stamp set before we actually get the kit. So that's the images in the May kit. The April one, which is shipping to a lot of subscribers right now or has arrived just recently, this is totally different. This one is the May kit. So it's here for us to show, to entice. You'll want to sign up for Paper Pumpkin. I love Paper Pumpkin. Okay, the last few things that I got to pre-order. This beautiful paper here. This is called our Garden Lane designer paper. So you can see lots of different kinds of greens, cool and warm greens mixed together. So for the person who loves green, you got to check these out. And look at those beautiful designs on that side. Fun, fun, fun. Very spring and summery looking. And then I've got 3 stamp sets that were not part of any suites, but the one on the left, Daisy Lane, will be offered as a bundle with a smaller daisy punch. Yay! And the one in the middle is the one that I won, and look at the font. It's so beautiful. That one's called Woven Heirlooms. And this last one goes with a beautiful used stamp set really well. There's actually 2 stamp sets that have female images in them, and now we have the male masculine images for the Good Man stamp set. Okay, let's bring those prizes back out. Here are the prizes. You get to pick from Tea Room or Big Plans, and we're going to move to the computer. Let me set that up. Make sure we're in the right spot. Okay, and we are. So I'm going to get the computer set up here. Here we go. You guys feeling lucky? I'm going to refresh the page here. Okay, so if you want to get in on the drawing, I'm so sorry that this video went almost an hour. I had to show it all though. I can't keep it all to myself. Okay, so we're gonna scroll down, grab the URL from here, and we're gonna bring it into our prize drawing website called commentpicker.com, and we will do a quick check. We have how many people that have commented in this almost hour time? 151 of you. Awesome. Yay. All right, you ready? Who's going to be our winner for this week for this video? And then we'll draw next week or last week's winner. Hey, Janet. Way to go, Janet. Awesome. Yay, Janet. I'm laughing because I think she's won another time. I don't know. I think so. Anyways, lucky her. She should really go to Las Vegas right now. Atlantic City, do they gamble there too? I don't know. Now we're going to click on last week's. Now last week was in 2 parts, but I'm taking the one that was the main video. Okay? And we're going to grab from there. And, you know, I don't even know what I grabbed from this time because don't I have 2 videos going from this? I'm not sure. Not sure what happened there. Okay. The winner from this one, from last week, they get in on the, what was it last week? It was adhesive bundle. Can you see that in the, yeah, you can. They get dimensionals, mini dimensionals, and a fast fuse adhesive. And that person, out of 147 commenters, is, the winner is Laura Berto Villardo. Congratulations to you. I'm going to click on your name to make sure that we don't miss you. Now I'm going to bring you over to my website really quickly. I want to show you something, because sometimes when you go to websites, you're kind of lost. And I just want to show you how to navigate. When you're at stampyourartout.com, you want to click on either the home button to see the options of blog, or you can click on subscribe also. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Or you can scroll down, and here is my blog. This is where I share 3 to 4 times a week, maybe more. Right now it's more. You can also shop by clicking on that button, or you can choose any of these drop-down menus for lots of different things. So I'm going to bring you to one other page. Besides blog, I'm going to bring you to subscribe, because I want you to subscribe so that you get the latest news. If you click there, you can subscribe to my newsletter, or you can subscribe to my blog posts so that they get emailed to you. Now you can ignore them. It's free, right? So you don't have to pay for anything. You can ignore them if you're getting too many emails, or just click on them once a week and take a peek at everything that I've shared for the week. But right now I have shared with you, and I want to make sure you know about this, there are some retiring products. So I'm going to scroll down at the bottom of every post. See there, I shared a bunch of stuff from on stage. At the bottom of every post, you will find the promotions and updates, things that are going on. And underneath here, you can see retiring products. If you click here, it'll take you to a page that will share with you all the things that are leaving from the current catalogs. And you'll want to make sure that you're checking that out and looking to see if there's anything that you absolutely need to have. Because if you don't do that, you are, you are going to miss out. And once they're gone for good, okay? All right, I think that's it. My next broadcast will be next week, Wednesday, April 24th. Sorry, this was an hour, almost an hour exactly. I'll be back at 11 a.m. next week with one project and not a bunch of things to share, like one project, I promise you. I think it's going to be Paper Pumpkin related, so if you're a Paper Pumpkin fan, please come back for that. And it will be at 11 a.m. Central Time. So thank you all for joining me. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.